Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Wednesday, August 11, 2021. Yesterday was another quiet day in the markets, but they did end up making some new highs before selling off into the closing portion of the session. So we ended up with a pattern where we made a new high at the high of day that took out the recent highs, but we didn't close up at new highs. And that's a pattern that we can look at here and discover. So let me go ahead and set this up, selecting all four instruments. The setup's based upon entering the market long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, currently, the market is pulling back a little bit in the overnight session, so I'm going to go into the opening filters library, and I'm going to select gap down from gap direction here. And this is an important aspect to the study that we're about to run. So if by chance the market rallies into the open and we end up gapping up, you would want to adjust this on your own and run the study because it will change the results. Next, I'm going to go into the price patterns library, and I'm going to build this pattern where we have a 20-day high printed, but we did not close at a 20-day high. So to do that, I'm first going to select from the active today section here, new highs, day after the highest high of the past 20 days. So that comes from our new highs category. And then I'm also going to add an exception statement. To do that, all you've got to do is hit the minus sign next to whichever one you want to add. So I'm going to hit the minus sign next to day after 20-day high close. So you can see I've got that selected as a not statement. And if I scroll down here, this long list here, you would see day after highest high of past 20 days has an equal sign added to it. So that means it printed a 20-day high, but it did not close at a 20-day closing high. All right, next I'm going to go into the indicator section, put us in a bull market environment, above a 10, above a 200-day simple moving average, and now I can click view results. And here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. When you gapped down and the prior day made a 20-day high, but it did not close at a 20-day closing high. This is taking place above a 10 and 200-day simple moving average. Now, historically, we've got 93 samples in the S&P, 98 in the Dow, 98 in the NASDAQ, and 85 in the Russell. And the win rates on these are all skewed towards the upside. So the S&P is the strongest of the group at 67% of these closing above the opening print. For the NASDAQ, that's 60%. For the Dow, it's 61%. And for the Russell, 55. If we look at the average moves on these, the average win is larger than the average loss for the S&P. That is also the case in the NASDAQ, in the Dow, and in the Russell. So all four of these instruments have win rates that have been at least mildly favored, as well as average wins that have been larger than their average losses. So historically speaking, this has been a bullish pattern. Now, again, this opening filter that I put in here of a gap down is important to the study, and we are trading down just a little bit at the time of this recording. So if by chance we are to open above the prior session closing price, you would want to rerun this, and the stats are not nearly as impressive as they are with the gap down. So hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today. We'll see you next time.